How's it going, guys? Alvis here. This will be Porn Star Handyman volume coming up. I have got materials. I've stripped it and I'm going to cover it with a tarp. Got some split rail. I'm getting ready to do a DIY split rail in my backyard to keep my pups out of my HVAC units. They've been, I got a little one that's chewing on some wires and stuff, so you know, it'll save her life and save me having to buy another unit. All right, well, so here's the deal. I know you're probably going to clown me because of my half-ass tarping job, but I do live in America, and you know, I think we're under the Trump administration thus far. Hey, it is what it is. I might have learned something from old Trump. Why buy a tarp that's going to fit when you can half-ass it and it doesn't matter? I might just sign an executive order and get some new split rail. Thanks for watching. How's it going, guys? This is part of the adventure here. I'm doing my split rail fence. I need something to keep the timbers up off the ground. So I've came to the local river. It's not a state park or anything. It's just, you know, it's just public access. And I'm going to go down here and find some round river rock to use as a foundation for my split rail fence to keep it up off the ground so it doesn't get weathered. And there's actually a few in there that look pretty nice, kind of close by. So we're going to jump in and grab a few, and then I will see you guys back at the house and we'll start the split rail fence. Okay, so current situation. I've got 3 HVAC units on the, well, 2 units and a mini split for the office on the back of the house, and a bunch of other electrical wires, a radon mitigation system, a ream hot water, and a meter box. So in order to keep the dogs out of the wiring, which they've been getting into, I'm going to put the split rail fence back here to contain this area. Okay, so here's the first order of business. I've got a lot of shrubs, a lot of mess in. Take the weed eater. I'm going to clear everything out, and then I'm going to go behind it with non-selective killer and spray it down. That way everything is taken care of and no weeds grow back. So here we go. Damn, it starts whenever you want it to. Don't want to. So thus far we have got all the weeds, and I got it tidied up a little bit. So I'm kind of going to run the rock along sort of at a kind of a slanting angle back to the house. So this is our first and most important one. It's kind of our foundation timber. We are putting stone that we got from the river underneath to level it up on the bottom. This is just to keep the timber off the ground so it does not weather and rot at an accelerated pace. So hopefully it'll lay here for a good while. So anyway, that's our first one, and then we're going to lace the other ones along, and it's going to be a stacked split rail. So, all right. Okay, so we have actually laid our foundation run. We've got our river rock down in place, various places, kind of to level it up. But you know, the more imperfect it is, the better it's going to look in the long run. So we've started our second run, and I'm using spacers at the wall to keep our margin level across. So I'm going to go up 4 runs and then down, and you know, I'm literally going to lace them and stack them on each other. So it's going to be a little tight, kind of semi-privacy fence. There's a couple places that I may have to fill in. I think I'm going to have to fill in one down at the very bottom. There's a good little gap so my dogs don't get underneath that one, but I'll show you how to do that when we get there. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so we'll be fastening our timbers together with wood lags. I chose a 6-inch. That way we can get through, you know, 2 of them, sometimes 3, and about a half of another one. And I chose the heads instead of hex heads instead of the Phillips or flat, just because they save a lot of less. You know, you're not going to be running a 6-inch screw and slip off the plus and stab your fucking self in the hand with a, you know, with your impact. So anyway, we're going to lag these together. I'm going to start out with my first run here. I've got 3 of them on, and literally just going to go right down the center, push down, just fastened all 3 of those together with 1 6-inch screw. So we're going to do that along the perimeter once we get enough stacked up, and I countersink the head so it doesn't stack on, so it doesn't lift it for the next one. Okay, so we're running a little low on light here, but the finished product is a stacked split rail containment to keep my dogs out of my HVAC units. So, it's kind of neat. A little static. I'm going to tidy it up with some rocks and accents here and there. But yeah, I kept the in the design I had to start 4 high at the top here and then go into 3 high with stone underneath, but the top line actually looks really smooth, and I'm pleased as to how the top line actually came out and tied back into the wall. So there you have it, DIY split rail fence, Alvis Black, Pornstar Handyman.